Welcome to Act 4 Gate 1 and Gate 2 guide. This video covers both difficulties. For Gate 1, the boss is Demon type Echidna, and she's not weak to any element, so just use Light Evasion. Battle items: Atropine, Dark Grenade, and Sacred Charm. The boss has 300 HP bars. 285 bars, 4 clones come out either on ×3 or ×3 plus 1 direction. 2 people go to each party number spot. After the explosion, one person gets Spotlight and the other gets a mark. Spotlight gets charged by a clone. Stick to the edge of the direction and dodge it when she moves. Then stay away from the clone since it explodes. This explosion charms you with 30 seconds incoming damage debuff. You have to do a minigame to cleanse the charm. Mark will get chased by a heart. That player stays away from the Spotlight player, then take the heart and dodge the AoE. The mark happens only in the hard mode, so there's only spotlights in the normal mode. This mech happens around every 2 minutes. From the second mech, the clone spawns closer to the edge. You can still dodge it from the edge by dashing out when she moves. It's important to lock the direction of the clones because if 2 clones meet together, then it's a raid wipe. 240, a cutscene happens. Then she requires a stagger. During the entire mech, the outside is darkened. If you touch it, then you take a lot of damage with darkness debuff. In the minimap, you will see 2 clones. They cross the center and explode on the opposite side, so stay in between the clones before they move. Continue the stagger. After the stagger, you will see either 2 or 4 clones. If it's 2, then move to the side that has shadow and dodge the heart. If it's 4, then move to the opposite side of the shadow. Then 4 clones appear. You have to just guard by looking at the clone that is doing the same motion as the shadow in the center. Then do a 3-man co-op counter. If you fail the guard, then you get knocked out very far, so it becomes really hard to counter. In the normal mode, even if you fail the co-op counter, you get one more chance. But in the hard mode, it's a raid wipe. Identifying the correct clone is not that difficult. 2 have fans, one with 1 fan and the other with 2 fans. Other 2 have chakram, one sitting on the chakram and the other holding it. For the guard timing, it is 3.5 to 4 seconds from the flash. If you do this for 2 times, then the entire mech ends. After another cutscene, she floats in the center. Go to the edge and dodge it. Then do a 2-man co-op counter. 150. She gains shield and gets stacks which reduces players' damage. At the same time, 2 clones in the random field consistently spreads pulse. You have to use spacebar to cross it, if not, you get charmed and have to do the minigame. There are some flowers in the field. Whenever you take them, not only they give you free spacebar, but also reduce the damage reduction stacks. Go to ×3 and ×3 plus 1 position and take them. You want to spacebar to the intersection of 2 poles to save spacebars. Also, regularly, she aims telegraphs to the players. This attack does massive damage, so you should dodge it. When her stacks are almost reaching 0, use Nineveh +3 and +1. Since her +3 does more damage on the shield, she removes half of the shield. If you fail to remove the shield in time, it's a raid wipe. So use Hyper Awakening and all the items. After the mech, she does the Spotlight mech again, but this time pulse spreading from the center. Dodge the pulse with spacebar, and quickly stick to the edge. Then dodge the clone. From now on, regularly, a clone spreads pulse from random direction. Watch where the pulse is coming, and spacebar. 30. Broshaja kicks in with 450 HP bars. You just have to dodge the patterns and take her down to 400. Then she requires stagger. Echidna helps the stagger and you have way, so this should be easy. After the stagger, cinema happens and the entire raid finishes. After 240 Mech, use Sidereal plus 3. If the party DPS is fast, then you should just keep it for 150 shield Mech. 150 Mech, use Nineveh plus 3 and plus 1. You get plus 2 Sidereal meter after the Mech. On the way to 30 bars, just use Thyrane for damage. When Broshaza kicks in at 30, you get full Sidereal meter, so push her down to 400 and use Way on stagger. This time, let me cover Gate 2. The boss is Ancient type, and he is weak to fire, so you want to go for the fire set instead of Light Salvation if possible. Battle items: 1% Corrosive Bomb, and for the rest, you can arrange Destruction, Whirlwind, Dark, and Sacred Charm depending on what your party needs more. Most of his patterns leave bleed for 30 seconds, which is not cleansable. In the normal mode, most of the patterns and mechs show Telegraph. However, it does not show in the hard mode. The boss has 450 HP bars. When the raid starts, aggro his jump to the center, then go to his back and DPS. Until 420 bars, you can fall and die, so check out some of the important patterns in later timestamps. 420, the view changes. He throws a lot of shields. Among them, one is yellow, which can be just guarded. If you guard, then the shield appears. Lift it up by pressing G key and throw it to him by charging Q key. In the normal mode, if you land it, then the mech ends. But in the hard mode, you have to land it twice. For others, they need to dodge the boss and other shields that are moving around. If you get hit by himself, then you will pretty much die. The shield causes bleed debuff. You can only cleanse it by taking the blue orb in the field. If the party is close to eye level, use a Xena plus 3 for DPS after the Mech. If overgeared, then keep it. 360, he jumps to 6 o'clock and becomes omnidirectional. The view changes and he requires stagger. You have to dodge his patterns and succeed the stagger. During this Mech, if you get knocked out to the outer side, then you can get imprisoned with a lot of damage. At the start, he hits either left or right. Then hits the other side. Then he stomps, which generates pulse. This pulse stuns the players for a long time, so spacebar through the pulse, and back out since he will grind the nearby by moving down. Dodge the soldiers from the side. Then he hits either left, right, front, or back. Left and right is easy to dodge, but it's hard to tell the back or front. If he hides the weapon's edge, then he hits the front. If the edge is shown, then he hits the backside, so stick close. After he swings for 3 times, he spreads the pulse and tries to grind down again. Spacebar the pulse, then DPS the barricade to move down. Then you just have to repeat dodging the patterns and stagger him. Use Balthor for stagger. And when he's staggered, use +1 for more damage. 280, the view changes with red telegraph. Go to the bottom edge. Then stay away from the path that he's coming from since it kills you. Then make some distance to dodge the shield throw, and do the co-op counter. After the counter, each player should destroy the yellow soldiers and stay in the safe spot. The soldier has around 400 million HP, so it's hard for supporters to destroy it. Therefore, you let the supporters to stay in the upper safe spots, and then others go to other spots in party orders. Among the soldiers, there's a red one. You never destroy this since it generates stun pulse. If there's a red in your safe spot, then go one below. After a few seconds, he charges to the bottom, which kills everyone who's not in the safe zone. Then requires stagger. Stagger him, and that's the end of the Mech. By the way, if more than one person goes into the same spot, then the soldier knocks them out, which can kill them. 240, everyone gather to slide bottom. He does 5 different kinds of just guards. The goal is to succeed at least 6 guards out of 8 people in order to push him up to the top, and do the weak point destruction. When his weak point is destroyed, then that's the end of the Mech. So one person throws the corrosive bomb here, and everyone else throws destruction bomb or use destruction skills. If 4 to 5 people succeed a guard, then he moves slightly bottom. If only 3 or less people succeed, then he moves large distance to the bottom. If he reaches the edge, then that's a raid wipe. Let me cover the 5 different just guards. These guards show telegraph in the normal mode, but in the hard mode it doesn't show, so you must know his motions. In between the guards, he knocks out his front, so stay away whenever the guard ends. Use Thirain +3 for the destruction, and then use +1 after the mech ends. From now on, his patterns get enhanced. 150, he jumps to the center. Then he aims yellow arrows. Aim the arrows to the volcanoes. Even if you fail, you just have to dodge the explosion. When you see the red line telegraph, use Balthor, which triggers special version. Around 120 bars, he turns red and spreads pulse. Spacebar the pulse and then gather to the spot. When he lands, press A key to come back to the field, then destroy the barricade before he does strong attack. Use a Xena 3+1 to make it easier. From now on, you can get imprisoned if you get knocked out from the arena. Around 60 bars, 2 pillars appear. Then he attacks the players for 3 times. The goal is to dodge the attacks by not aggroing them to the pillar, then hide behind it to live. If it lands on the pillar, then it destroys it and you will die by the next attack. Even if the pillars are gone, you can live by using Hyper Awakening. You can use a lot of Sidereals in this gate since you get the meters back after resolving the mechs. After the billiard mech at 420, if your party is close to eye level, use a Xena +3. If overgeared, keep it. Almost at the end of 360 stagger mech, use Balthor for stagger, then use +1 after the mech ends. During the 240 team just guard, use Thirain +3 for destruction, and +1 after the mech ends. During the 150 mech, use Balthor when you see the red line telegraph. This triggers special Balthor. Afterward, use a Xena 3+1 on any timing. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching and see you on the final act Casual's guide. Stay GigaChed, spam noted.